Cześć! Hey!
What's up?
How's it cracking?
What was that?
I don't know.
What's it cracking?
Yeah, what's a cracking? Hey, good evening to everybody at home. Hope you guys have had a happy Sabbath. And we're here tonight for the closing Sabbath.
For week number 4.
And week number 4 is receiving gifts. So this is our topic for tonight. So today, we had church today.
Our technician and myself, we had a good night last night editing our church service for this morning. So we want to say thank you to everybody who had participated in our program. What is that? Renee? How did you do that?
Switch.
I had a good day. I was at home with family. We were live streaming for my dad was preaching at another church. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We sang, had fun. So yeah.
Sweet. How was your Father's Day today? How was your Father's Sabbath? Just one thing before we go on. I did read on our comments this morning that it's Veronica's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
So it's your birthday today. We hope that God blesses
Happy
your day
birthday,
today.
Veronica.
So did you Veronica?
His name is familiar.
It's familiar. Okay, so it's Adrian's mum.
Oh, of course, Veronica.
Adrian.
Yeah, I know Veronica.
Adrian's mum.
Happy
So
birthday.
Adrian, they came last night. Oh no, Thursday night. Sorry. So happy birthday, Veronica. Hope Edwin and Adrian spoil you as much as they can. So happy birthday.
We just want to welcome our usual listeners, watchers. Rosalind Brown, hello. She says,
Hi, Ros.
Everyone has had a good Sabbath and that you have a great week to follow. Thank you, Rosalind. You too. You have a good week this upcoming week. And Jane Henry, I had a great Sabbath listening to the gospel music all day. I love gospel music. I love jazz gospel music.
You love jazz?
I love jazz.
I love jazz instrumental gospel.
Oh, I love jazz instrumental.
I'll sit there and make my own words.
Oh, okay.
That's how I roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lie in bed, go to sleep, listen to some music, make your own words, make yourself go to sleep.
Nothing better. What a good Sabbath you must have had, Jane.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And to anyone else who's out there watching us live, send in a message where you at, where you are, what you're doing, what you're up to, what's rocking in your hood. Let us know before we move into our topic for tonight. It's on receiving gifts, as we have mentioned earlier. So send some messages, talk to us. We don't want to be here by ourselves. We want friends. We need friends.
We do.
So sit back, relax, as we continue on with our fourth love language for this week. So we'll get started into it because today's one's going to be a bit of a talk on receiving gifts. A lot of us love to receive gifts. A lot of us. So we'll start by saying, if receiving gifts is your love language, message us in and let us know what sort of why is receiving gifts your love language or one of your love languages. Let us know so we can have a little chat with you and a chat with everybody else as well, pretty much. So yeah, but at this time before we start, we do have a gift. We got a gift here, and we've got our trusty Mandurah Church courier.
Ooh.
We got a courier at church, and she's gonna bring in our box. And we're gonna have a look and see what's inside our box.
Welcome.
And here's our box. It's been wrapped. I don't know who's been wrapped by. Maybe it's been wrapped by
Look at that.
by somebody.
Looks
So
real
thank you to our
nice.
courier.
Thank you so much, girl.
Yeah. So let's just have a look, see what's inside. I love gifts.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the first thing you do when you get a gift?
You have to rip it.
You rip it apart.
Yeah, you don't.
But
yeah.
there's no wrapping paper.
Here, I'll hold it and you can open it.
I don't know if it's this side.
Or maybe it's... Oh, clearly we don't receive enough gifts, huh? We don't
Yeah.
even know how to open
Can
a
you
gift.
send us some gifts
Yeah.
so we know how to open a box?
Help us practice how to receive gifts.
Did they staple it?
Oh, okay. This is the. Oh, my goodness.
All right, let's see what we have. If it's an Xbox, I'll bring it to someone's house. If it's a cake, I'll bring it to Veronica. Quite clearly, it's not any of those.
Oh wow. I think it's something better.
All right. Cool. Oh, sweet. Here's what we have. So we got a board sign, right? Love your neighbor who doesn't look like you. If I look like you, you're in trouble. Who doesn't think like you, love like you, speak like you, pray like you, and one who doesn't vote like you. So love your neighbor. No exceptions. You'll be seeing this up at church soon when you come to church. So these will be hanging around. We have a few of these boards that's going to be around the church. So when you come in and you have a look at it, read it and see how much you love your neighbor.
This
Alright,
is
cool.
really nice.
Yeah, so we'll put that maybe over.
Here.
Yeah,
pop this.
we'll put it down somewhere so they can see it.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Love your neighbor.
So thank you to the sender. Return to sender. No, jokes. All right, so we'll move into our topic of receiving gifts. So
Yes.
this morning on our puppet show, if you watched our church service, they're talking about presents and what they got for Christmas.
Yep.
One had a hope chest. One had clothes.
One had an iPhone 11.
Yeah, iPhone 11, and the other one had a Bible. Who received the Bible as a gift for Christmas. And obviously, when we're little, everybody wants a gift.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a present. When it comes to Christmas, you go and show off your toys. You show off what you have, and you feel appreciated, and you feel. Well, I sort of felt excited. I was like, Christmas is coming up. Oh yeah, what am I going to get?
Can't wait to.
Yeah, can't wait to get it. Then when I get it, I'm like, oh whoa. It could be just a remote control car. And my brothers and I, we used to compare toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, who's got the best toy? Yeah, why is your remote control? Like, remote control cars are pretty much the same speed, right? So the little toy ones, right? And we also used to fight. Mine's faster than yours. You're like, yeah, nah, not now. But receiving gifts, people do feel. You feel excited.
Yeah.
You feel excited.
It also, like, it's the thought behind it. It's like when I buy, for example, sometimes, like, because gifts is, I think it's high in one of my love languages. But if I'm like at the shop or I'm at a place and I see something and it reminds me of one of my friends, or I'm like, oh, this is something they wanted, like, I'll keep that in mind. And if I buy it, like, that's just a representation that, hey, I was thinking of you.
Yeah.
Here it is. Like, here's something
true.
that, this
That's
is something that I
true.
realized that you needed or you wanted. And I just want to express that I appreciate you. Like, I don't take our friendship for granted. So here is my love. It's sort of like,
It's not just that too. Like, you're correct. Receiving gifts is great, but even thinking about like the thought of buying that present, and like honestly, when I go with my wife to the shops, and when she buys something, like say if we're gonna go and say it's a birthday party, and let's say it's somebody that we know very well, she'll look for something that will represent who that person is.
Yeah, yeah.
And we could take ages, So she sort of takes the time to find that right
Meaningful and
gift to give
gifts,
them.
yeah.
And she's always got this is what we call it. She's always got a meaning behind.
Yeah.
They can use this for this, and this. I think they'll like it.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few different ways.
I think also people whose love language is gift, sometimes they get a bad rap because people might think that they're materialistic.
Yeah.
But that's far from the truth. I think it's the gesture behind giving a gift.
Behind
It's the
giving.
meaning. It's like, it's less about the expense and it's more about the meaning behind it. For example, for my birthday, my best friend sent me a book of all these notes that she collected from people via Messenger, of just nice compliments they had and funny memories they've had with me, just to share with me on my birthday. And that did not cost much, I'm sure, but it meant a lot. I felt the love because there was a lot of meaning behind it. There was a lot of effort put. She took the time message all my friends to type up the messages, to put it in the book, and then send it via postage because we still had we were still isolated, social, COVID and all. So that was really meaningful. That gift didn't cost much, but it definitely meant a lot.
Yeah, I think taking time to do something
Yeah.
for somebody.
Yeah.
Time's very important.
Yeah.
Because if you're just going to go to if you're going to do something that's going to take a minute to do,
Yeah.
compared to somebody who puts time
Yeah.
and love into what they're doing, I guess that would be more meaningful to somebody who knows, how long it's taken somebody to do it for them. And a few other things. Like I don't know what you guys are thinking out in the social media world, but when it comes to receiving gifts, like how do you feel? Like what does it make you feel on the inside? Do you get excited?
Yeah.
Do you get embarrassed? Because I usually do.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah, I usually get embarrassed if someone buys me something, because I'm the one doing the buying or the giving, and I'm not the one who likes to receive a lot anyway. But yeah, how do you feel out there when someone brings you something that I don't know what the word, but not a gesture, but something that is meaningful to you? Say it's your birthday and they bring you something. Do you just say thank you, or are you the sort of person who's really excited? Because some people, it could be the smallest thing, and they're really excited.
Yeah.
They're really, really happy. So let us know. Let us know what your receiving gifts emotions are. While we go to the messages.
Yeah. Well,
So just
Junior
fill us in.
Masters actually shares it is more blessed to give than receive. So
And that's true.
that is true.
That's true. That's where I fall in. And like I said, if you buy me something, I get embarrassed or shy as well. So yeah, he's pretty much correct.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much correct.
Veronica, we're joined by Veronica. She just says she's walking at the beach with her family, enjoying God's creation. Thanks for your greetings. Oh, thanks, Veronica.
Oh wow.
I'm glad you're enjoying your birthday. I hope you got a lot of presents,
A lot of gifts.
a lot of gifts.
Cool. That's cool that you guys walking on the beach and spending your Sabbath afternoon down there.
Hey,
Sabbath
look,
night.
Pastor Matt's just like you. He likes to give gifts than receive. He's like you.
Yes.
I'm the opposite.
You love receiving them.
I love gifts. I also like
Be
giving
honest, man. Be honest. That's what we're here for. Be honest.
gifts. I do. My name is Renee, and I love receiving gifts. But I also give gifts. I'm not like I don't just take. Yeah. But also my gifts, especially to my friends, sometimes we'll just give each other the silliest gifts because it's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
for their birthday card, sometimes you'll just give them like a you know how it's not their birthday but you give them like a Mother's Day card instead. It's just funny. So anyway, I went off topic.
No, don't worry. I've done that too. I've done that quite a lot of times.
Gifts can be a good time because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's why I love giving funny gifts.
Well, a few times I've given to some of my family members in July, a Christmas present. Just to make things different. So yeah, I've done it too. Even birthdays, I've come like maybe 5 days earlier. Here you go, bro. Here's your birthday present. It's not my birthday today. I know. I thought I'd get in first. So there's quite a lot of things on
I have to say, I think for someone who is gives you one of your main love languages.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned that you enjoy giving gifts, right? I guess my question is for people who struggle to with this love language, it's not their primary love language. How can they learn how to speak
the language.
this language? Do you speak receiving gifts or it's giving gifts? I don't know. I get confused.
I thought it was receiving.
It's either way. How do
It's
we?
the same word.
How can we learn to love people through giving them gifts? I guess,
I guess for someone who has this as a main, I think this is my third. I think this is my third one. And somebody who has this love language, and for those who don't have it and they want to show it, it's about making time. they say that, oh, I thought of you, so I got this for you. That took time. Some people, like I said earlier, if you're going to do something that's going to take you a minute, compared to someone does something that's going to take you an hour, there's a difference between doing it with love and doing it just to give it for,
Yeah.
just to give.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
And when you say time, also you do need to take the time to know what that person likes. To take time to listen to what they. Yeah, it's. I guess it's in those moments where you have a conversation with them and they say, "Huh, I'd really like one of those one day," or like, "One day I'm gonna buy myself one of that because like that's really cool." Like, oh, that's a cool thing. Yeah, it's in moments like that you're like, "Oh, okay, cool. That person would enjoy something like that. I probably would."
Something similar. Yeah, and that's like we're saying, it's about time. You take time to spend with them.
Yeah.
Get time to know them first.
Yeah.
And then when the actual day comes where where you want to get them something,
Yeah.
in your head you already know.
Yeah.
Oh, they want this particular game.
Yeah.
Or particular sporting apparel or something. You're like, oh, okay. I think I'll go buy this. She'll like it, or he'll like it, and I'll buy it now, and because you're taking the time.
Yeah.
That's the difference between giving a gift, for the person giving the gift with love, and a person giving a gift because it's your birthday. So there's a difference. And usually, if I don't know the person, but my wife knows the person, she'll do the shopping and get whatever they need. And because I don't know the person very well, a box of chocolates always goes a long way. Always goes a long way. So I usually buy a box of chocolates or something. And then, because box of chocolates is pretty much a mutual gift. Everybody loves chocolates.
That's true. I like Ferrero Rocher.
Yes, I do.
I do like my expensive
Coconut.
Oh,
coconut.
The coconut one. That's good to know. See, do you see how I put that in my mind for later?
So now
Leonard, make sure to buy it to you. I'm just joking.
But no. See, so that's the difference.
If gifts is one of your primary love languages, and that's how you express love by receiving gifts, I think it's also. I messed up my sentence. For people who feel loved when they receive gifts, they also express their love for you by giving gifts.
Yeah, by giving gifts.
And so I've had friends who their love language is receiving gifts and giving gifts, obviously. And so you can easily tell because whenever it's your birthday, they take time to think, oh, this definitely reminds me of you. This is something that you're into. This gives me like Renee vibes. So I got this for you for your birthday. I got this for you because I thought about you. So I think when someone's primary love language is gifts and they give you a gift, I think it's very important to recognize, hey, they're really speaking their love language to me, and I'm going to really show that I recognize that and I appreciate that.
And it's good that you said that because some people may not pick it up.
Yes.
See, and now that you mentioned it, they can sort of feel, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're giving back to me.
Yeah.
It must be their love language.
Yeah.
So maybe next time,
Yep.
when something pops up, an anniversary pops up or something,
Yeah.
then I realize.
No. I just yeah.
What is it?
No.
What is it?
I shouldn't share this. Anyway.
Yeah, she's sharing it anyway.
Oh, cool. Pastor Matt asked, "What's the best gift you've ever received?" And then he also asked, "What's the gift you received that had made you feel embarrassed?" So why don't you answer that, and then I'll. Okay, I'll let you think.
I think, and you said what you're going to say.
I was gonna say.
I think there's two questions.
I was gonna say, in the past, when someone was interested, when someone was interested in me, they kept on giving me gifts, and I was like, why is this happening? And then
I've got a smile on my face.
Now I look back.
Because I know who she's talking about. But she's going to continue.
It was really nice. But I looked because anyway.
I understand.
Junior actually says love the giver more than the gift. That's bang on the money. That's so true. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Going to make what she was saying.
No, keep moving.
It's when that person was doing it, like this is what I'm thinking. He actually took a lot of time, a lot of time, and that's what I'm trying to say. You put effort and time into what you're giving to somebody who has this as a love language.
Yeah.
You know, not only will they appreciate it, but you will appreciate it more because it's taken you a while
Yep.
to actually
Yeah.
to get it.
So I would say, like, take the time to appreciate the
Yeah.
gift from the giver.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Like what Brother Junior was saying. Love the giver.
Love the
and,
gift.
and
Yeah.
love the gift. Yeah. So that's what it is. Like even when my wife goes shopping, like she knows that I don't like wearing long pants and trousers and all that sort of stuff. So she go buy, like church shorts and all that sort of stuff. And when she brings it home, I'll be like, "Oh, did you get that for me?" Yeah, I still feel
Yeah.
like, okay, since you bought it, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still feel like that because sometimes I like to, like,
Well-
if she asks us for something,
Yeah.
I say, "Do you want it? I'll get it for you. If you like." But if she asks me, I'm like, I give her the.
When you do that, though, do you want it?
Sometimes I got something else in my head. Like,
Okay,
I don't want
okay.
to waste, that amount of money on.
I can never
that.
read people because I have friends feel like similar to you. I can never read people like that. I'm like, I'm gonna get it for you anyway because I'm not sure. Like I have a friend who
Yeah.
she's always like, no, I don't want it. I'm like, I'm buying it for you, and she's like, no. So I don't know if she actually didn't want it. I just
Yeah, when I do that, it's I got like I'm sort of two steps ahead.
Yeah.
Of where I want that money to go.
yeah.
But then I'll sit back and when I say no and she buys it, it's like, oh, thanks for buying it.
See,
You know,
see,
I need it.
yeah,
Do you need it?
yeah.
So it sort of happens like that
I love that.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
But coming back to those two questions, the most embarrassing gift. Most embarrassing gift. I'm not too sure if I had been given an embarrassing gift at all.
Well, what gift made you feel like super embarrassed? And maybe not because the gift itself was embarrassing, but maybe because you were like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I
Nah,
can't accept this.
I got one.
Okay,
I got one. Go on, but my brother's not watching at the moment, okay? Because when we buy presents, sometimes like we'll buy a nice present, a really good present, and then we'll buy a gotcha sort of present. So one day, I got one of my brothers, the youngest one. I bought him something for his birthday, and then I bought him. It was a shirt, and there was something in the shirt. I forgot what it said on the shirt. Yeah, but it made him feel embarrassed. Okay, but that's not the story. Here's the story. My birthday comes along.
Yeah.
Right, and then he bought me. I think it was a pair of shoes. I think he bought me one. He bought me a pair of Nikes or something for my birthday. But inside the shoe is where the real present was.
Aw.
Yeah. It was a thong. Yes, it was. He bought me. Sorry to bring it up, but yeah, that's what he bought me from a lingerie shop.
Oh my goodness.
And he goes, "Gotcha, bro." I'm like, "You want me to put it on?" So yeah, that's like it's embarrassing to some people, but when you get it from your brother,
Yeah, it's from your brother.
Yeah, it's from your brother.
He's just messing with you.
yeah. But the best present,
Yes.
bestest. I know it's not a word, but the bestest present I've ever got. It's not cliche, but it's my wife.
Oh.
Like if you know the actual full story,
Yeah.
then you'll understand why.
Do you genuinely see her as a gift from God?
Yeah, because
That relationship you have. Sorry.
you could, yeah. It's like full circle.
Yeah.
It's like a full circle.
Yeah.
Like, when you meet somebody and then say goodbye and then 20 years later,
Wow.
it's like, hi. Okay.
Yeah. The time was right.
Yeah, the time is right.
Yeah.
So I want to thank God for giving me the best present ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edwin says,
Go.
just to our viewers and messaging in, Edwin says, hello, everyone. Love to see you all. Hope you have a great Sabbath. Thanks, Edwin. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. And we hope you had a good Sabbath as well and that you have a even better week. Oh, and Jen, I love Renee from Lincoln and Amber. Oh, these are my friends. Hi, Amber and Lincoln. Actually, I have a fun story. Amber, and whenever Amber sees me, she always gives me a hug. And this is when, like a few years ago, so she was even younger. And she comes up to me when I was at church, I think, and she gave me a little lolly and she was like, here, this is for you. And I was like, that was the sweetest gift ever. And I've remembered that because this little girl who could have had the lolly for herself, she gave it to me to express her love. So thank you very much, Amber.
Thank you for your messaging in Amber and Lincoln.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And can I just say, with gifts, if your love language is receiving gifts and you are surrounded, your family, your friends, their love language isn't gifts. Yeah. I think one thing I would say is just be clear on what you want sometimes.
Yes.
Just tell them, like, okay, here's the thing, here's the tip. For birthdays or whatever, when people want to express their love for you, is, hey, I want to buy you something to show that I love you. I want to get you something. What do you want? Like, tell them.
Be honest.
Just tell them. I told them. I was like, I need this and this and this, and they literally gave it to me. I was like, thanks.
You know what I want for my birthday?
What do you want, Tio?
I want an F-250.
Oh,
it's a truck.
All right.
And then if you can afford me a Mustang, oh man, I'll be done. But I know what you mean. A lot of people who have this as gift are not honest with what they really.
Because it's hard because you want people to notice what you enjoy and the things that you like, but sometimes listen, humans can't read minds.
Yeah,
and if you can tell people how they can teach people how to show their love to you. You can't demand love, but you can give, what does the book say? You can give requests. Yes. Give requests. So don't demand it. Like if they ever offer, hey, I want to get you something, but I have no idea what to get you. Tell them. Say, hey, you know what? I would actually really love this book by this author. I've been looking at it and it doesn't cost much. And if that's how they want to show their love, like,
then
by all means,
be open. Be open about what you need, what you want.
Yeah.
And wonders and miracles will happen.
Yeah.
Like your friends will go out of their way to get what you want. If it's not exactly what it is, then they will find something that will sort of resemble who you are and what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just need to be very open.
Yeah.
I guess. But we need to be really, 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 really open with it. So let us know how you guys are going with this receiving gifts topic on tonight. I can tell you one more thing. Sometimes when you're giving a gift, when you're giving to somebody, that person who's receiving, sometimes they can feel, there's only two emotions really. They're either going to feel loved or they're not, pretty much. So if you buy something for them and they really love it, they'll show you. I've seen some people gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've passed it on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really like it. And like what Renee's saying, express yourself. You know, because if we don't know, then we don't know what we're going to get.
Yeah.
We don't know what you like.
Yeah. If I ever ask you what do you want, please just tell me because at that point I'm desperate. Because usually I would try and figure it out, but hey.
It's true because I don't like going buying stuff and I don't know what to get.
Yeah.
I'll spend hours and hours and hours and hours, and I still haven't come out with anything.
Yeah.
You know, so if this is your love language, express it to everybody. You'll be surprised. You'll be totally surprised.
Yes. Yeah. I just also want to say that giving gifts and receiving gifts, gifts aren't deserved. Gifts aren't earned. Yeah. And it's just given. It's given freely. It's not given with any ulterior motive other than to express love. So I guess when you receive gifts, keep that in mind. When you're giving gifts, keep that in mind. And if you ever feel ashamed, like I don't deserve this, no, you absolutely do. You do deserve love. You do deserve this gift. This isn't because of anything you've done. This is just because this person is expressing love.
And that's correct. And that's correct. And just before we finish off our topic and Sabbath, there's in the Bible. I think there's two gifts in the Bible that God has given. And we all know John 3:16, which for God so loved the world that He gave us His only Son, just His one Son. Yeah, and He gave. You notice the word? He gave His Son to us. He said, "Here you go. He's my Son. I'm giving him to you." So if you're giving a gift, you're giving your gift to that person. Well, God gave Jesus pretty much to the whole world. So not only do we give gifts, so does God. And to give your only Son to die for us here on earth, that's one of the greatest gifts that anybody can give. It's to give their own blood. It's to give their own self, in that sort of a form.
Yeah.
To come down here, and he did what he did, and saved quite a lot of lives, and a lot of people were touched by him.
Yeah. And he didn't just die, but his whole life, he lived his life. His life, his perfect life that he lived was given to me and you.
Yeah, and he just gave. That's all he did.
Yeah. So all you have to do is, I guess, accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just accept who he is and what he's done, and also for yourself as well. Same thing. And I think the other gift that because I love Moses. Moses is the man, right? And I always said that since I was a kid. Yeah, he's always the man. Yeah, so I think that's the second gift, best gift that God's given, is the Ten Commandments. So he gave that to Moses on Mount Sinai. And if God didn't give that commandment, we'll have no commandments today. There'll be no teachings from it. There'll be no Sabbath, because as we know that the fourth commandment is remember the Sabbath. So we wouldn't have a Sabbath day like this. So I'm glad God gave Moses, and that's the word again, he gave the Ten Commandments to him. So giving, it's actually from here. And as we said earlier, it's time. But if you're giving from your heart, it'll be even more precious. It'll be more, trying to think of a word. More meaningful. It'll be a more meaningful present. So keep that in mind as we going through this new week. But you know what? Just before we finish, right, and you read our messages out. So this is how I got. I didn't get, but this is how I sort of persuaded my wife. Right, the second time. So I bought her because she was like, we both love basketball. Right, so we're basketball fans. I'm the bigger basketball fan. But anyway, in New Zealand at the time, so they had a basketball comp, and they have it every year. So the New Zealand Conference has this every year, and it was in Hamilton at this time. Palmerston. I was down Palmerston North, right? So she had no shoes. She had no basketball shoes. Right? And then I said to myself, I might send her some shoes for her basketball tournament. So I went to one of my sister's works. My sister used to work at Foot Locker. So, I would just walk in, sis, I need some shoes. Goes, okay. And then she asked me the question. She goes, are we going 13s or 14s? I'm like, 7s? She's like, huh? I said, what? She goes, no, this is 7's youth. 7's youth. So, and then I was talking to her, she's like, why do you need 7s or, in this particular brand? I'm like, because she's like, but you're 14, 13. I'm like, I know. Yeah, she was asking questions, and I said, can I just take these ones? She goes, yeah. I need them to be a certain centimeter in length. She goes, oh, okay. So she got it. She goes, here you go. Okay, thanks, sis. So from there, went straight to the post office, just around the corner from Foot Locker. I said, okay, here's the address, here's the name, blah, 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 blah. Sent it.
Wow.
I sent it. Then my sister's like, where's your shoes? I sent it to my girlfriend. And she's like, what? She goes, you got a girlfriend? I'm like, yeah. So she's finally met her, finally. But yeah, I sent her a pair of shoes. And then she told me on the other side, oh, maybe this guy really likes me,
Yeah.
you know? And that's what I mean. I'm the sort of person who likes to
Yeah.
give things
Yeah.
and not receive things. But yeah. But that's pretty much our topic for tonight on receiving gifts. When you receive the gift, be thankful. Don't be negative. I've seen some people who are negative about their, especially some kids who get cars for their birthday, and they complain that it's not the right car. Yeah, they're after a Mercedes, but they got a Holden. It's a car. Be thankful that somebody thought about you, and they got you a car. All right, any other messages we got before we?
Well, yeah. In closing, Junior Masters writes in that life is give and take, give thanks and take nothing for granted. Very true. Being happy doesn't mean having it all. It means appreciate it all. Blessings and thanks. Now, you just hit the nail on the head. Is that the saying? Yes. It's about being content.
Yeah.
No matter, you can be unhappy and have everything, but if you don't have contentment, then if you're not appreciating what you have. Rosalind Brown also writes in and she says, not all who give are generous. Some miss the point, and sadly, a gift is not a gift unless it is given gladly. Very true.
That's true.
Very true.
That's up. And she's hit that point on what I've been saying tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you,
If you
Rosalind.
don't give it because you just want to give it, you give it because you
Yeah.
want to give it,
It,
and you've taken
Yeah.
that time
yeah.
to give to them whatever it is that they need. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
so
for
much.
hitting the point on our receiving gifts.
Yeah.
It's good to interact with those who are watching at home and watching at the beach. It's good to hear from you guys as well. So that's receiving gifts for tonight. Next week, however, is our last one, and it's on physical touch. That's our next one for next week. You got anything in your mind about physical touch as a love language?
I'll be interested to actually talk about it because it's actually my lowest.
Your lowest?
Yeah.
Oh, it's her lowest. It's my highest. Oh, it's my second highest. Sorry, second highest. And yeah, join us next week, and we'll talk about physical touch. It's more on like I love cuddles. I love a big hug when I get home. If I'm tired,
That's really nice.
yeah, I just want a hug. That's better than anything else, really. For me, yeah, I feel a hug. I feel like, your body just gets rested, and you're like, you feel real. I feel really, really good, really good when I get hugs. But physical touch next week. Join us. Don't know if there's anything else that we need to share with you tonight on this. But for those who are watching at home, which surprised me quite a lot this week anyway, you actually went out to go and buy the book. There's one that I heard on Monday night. She went to go buy a book, The 5 Love Languages. And for those who messaged in on my messenger, thank you for guys. Like I said, we're not actually promoting the book or nothing, but we're just using it as a guide. It'll be interesting to see what your love language is when you do the test at the back. Now I found out my wife's one. She's an acts of service.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, she's acts of
Yeah.
service, but she's the one who likes to be served. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because she does the same for everyone else. So
Pretty much.
I understand that.
pretty much.
I'm the same.
All right, so thank you for joining us here tonight. I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have had an awesome Sabbath.
Yeah.
For us on this side, to you guys over there, thank you for joining us. But before we do go, we'll, like as always, we'll say a prayer to welcome in the new week and to say goodbye to the Sabbath for this week. So let's just close our eyes where you are at home and let's say a prayer. Father God, we thank you this evening and we thank you for this Sabbath that you've given to us. We thank you for the old week that have brought us to here, to this point. And as we move on from now, Lord, we don't know what this week holds. We ask that you go before us and that you'll guide us into the way that you want us to be guided into. As we also go through this week, Lord, help us to practice receiving gifts and giving gifts. Yeah, our time is more precious than anything else, and the things that mean very well to us as well. So we thank you, Lord, for everything you've done for us. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, then we'll see you next week, same time, same bad time, same bad place. All right,
See
so we'll
you
see you guys
guys.
next week. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.